Good afternoon. Welcome to Options Center. It is a crazy, volatile day. It's weekly OPEX. We had VIX expiration. Tomorrow's the options expiration. So we're really getting some whipsaw moves. We don't have any answers at this point. With this rebound that we had today, this goes to show you we're still neutral. Both bearish and bullish positions still stand. So you have to be really, really careful. I am still net short. I have call protection on. We regained. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through SPY on the daily 65. Check out the wave count that I showed you yesterday, and I made a separate alternate wave count to give you the bullish point of view so we can see what's happening if price continues to move higher. And then we'll check out the QQQ, and then I'll zoom through really fast. You know, we do have earnings coming up, so maybe this is our bullish push to a new high from earnings. We'll see. You know, Tesla obviously wasn't a good idea there, but we're still in a bearish stance, but we are hedged to the upside because this thing could explode in our face, and it's set up that way. All right, so with SPY, we have our 3-wave move down. We talk about that each and every time. That's bullish. That's just a simple consolidation. We haven't broken that low. This is a bullish setup, a consolidation for 3 waves. But we are underneath that AEMA, the trending indicator. We push down through the 20 simple and this great support here that I was talking about yesterday with the consolidation, regained it. That's a fake break, you guys. So this is really tough. You got to be careful here. If you have some gains, lock them in. You know, this is a 1-2 setup. This is a 1-2 bull setup. If you're not familiar, go to one of my videos and I show you exactly what a 1-2 bullish setup is. So as of this, we have either a 5-3-5, and we're looking for a 1-2. Or that's the bullish situation, or we're looking for a new low for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave move down to make a slight new low or a little bit lower, and then we start heading to the upside. So I'm still leaning bearish until proven otherwise, but I got to tell you, this is really tough when price action moves that quick. Just whips you out of your positions. Okay, let's go down to the 65-minute. See if we can get some information out of here as well. So the 65-minute, this is how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at this as a wedge, a bearish falling wedge. We broke down from the wedge right into support, and we're getting a bounce. We got a couple bounces so far. Let me look in there a little bit deeper, where we just had that nice big bounce here after a move down. And we didn't quite, something was fishy with this move here. We didn't quite get the bounce I wanted. I wanted to test this wedge. I wanted to test these ranges here. So that's what we could be doing. This price action could just be retesting the wedge, and then we head lower. All right, we have a gap here that we could still fill. This could be just a lower high, and it can continue lower. So many options. So we're gonna put our bear hats on, and this is what we're looking for. We had after our initial 3-wave move down, we have an A, B, expanded flat. For a C, we got our 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 completed. and we had our initial wave 1 down, impulse wave. Whether you're a bear or bull, this is an impulse wave. And I'll show you how this could be on the bullish side as well. But we had an impulse wave down. I was looking for a back test around the 50-60% retracement as a zigzag or flat. Doesn't really matter. And we're still not testing that point yet. So we still have some room to head up here and still add on to our puts with protection, because we don't know. It could just drive to the upside. We break these highs, and I'm telling you, we're going to new highs. I think full-heartedly we're going to new highs. There's, because of the Qs, and I'll show you a little bit later on, because of the Qs, if we make new highs on SPY, I think we make new highs in general, where we're making this as a 1-2, and we're moving up higher. So we have some room to work with here. Don't get chopped up. That's what's happening right now. I'm watching this 434 area to add on to some puts, and that should give us, even if this is a impulse wave up, we should get a nice wave 2, some sort of consolidation wave 2, even if you're a bull. So make sure you take your profits when you can and protect yourself. So initial move up, maybe we get up here to the 434.44. Get our pullback into tomorrow, maybe we gap down. And if price really holds up and we're bullish on Friday, I think that's it. I think that's a good enough tell. If we're bearish on Friday, then we're going to be following this lead. That's going to be just heading down relentless. Okay, so either direction. On the bear side, we're looking for rejection and a wave 3 impulse down. So that would be very bearish going into Friday, and we should have a Monday follow through. So tomorrow should say a lot. Let's go over to the alternate bullish case, where this is a 1-2. And what I have here is a 5-wave move up, but your 5 ends here. And then you have an A. Somehow this is a B. A 1, 2, 3 wave move up for a B. And the impulsive wave C. That brings us right into the 50-60% buy zone for a 1-2 setup, going much higher, impulsively higher. Now you can count this as a 1-2. It might even be a little bit better as a 1-2-1-2 setup, which just makes it just a little bit more bullish. And so our retracement would be a little bit higher. But that really, because this is such a deep pullback, it really doesn't do anything. We're still in the golden zone there. Doesn't change much. All it changes is how many 4 5s are at the end of this move. Okay, and if this is still considered a 3-wave move up, then I think we're getting an ending diagonal to the upside. Okay, so gotta keep an open mind. You know, we got this pullback here, and I thought that was game over. That this thing was just starting to rip down because we had a 1-2 setup, but we never even got to the 50-60%, which is okay. It doesn't have to. There's no rule that says it has to. And then just the rip to the upside. All right, so now we're back in a position where it's equal. It's equal bulls and bears. QQQ. On the triple Qs, we still have our channel. Broke down from the channel, back tested, didn't quite get there, so we have some room to go higher and get into this gap again. But we regain this channel, and goodbye bears. We're gonna squeeze, and especially if we make this, if we get above 370.44 here, It's this high here. That would invalidate any 5-wave move down. We have 3 waves so far. It's 3 waves, and so that's a bullish setup. We get above here, and that confirms at 370.44. Okay, so our Elliott wave count. Again, we have our AB. This is not expanded. This is a regular flat here. It fits just fine with the SPY being the AB, except we made a new low. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to complete. And now we're getting our pullback, where this is a ABC for an A. You got a B in there. And then the C, impulse wave down. You know, that little spike in there could be, I don't know. I don't want to speculate. You can't tell what that is, that spike. Could have been maybe a wave 4 in here. It's a larger wave 4. We only got back from this high for the impulse wave, our retracement, we only got back to the 50%. That's where I added on the puts. Those puts are almost back to even. Now we're still up a little bit, but we did hedge way down here. So, you know, we're doing fine. We're doing fine, but we have 50% retracement. We were looking for, we got to 50%. I'm satisfied with that. That's why I only got this position in. I didn't get the SPY puts in because it never even reached to 50%. And for this one, we keep moving up. We still have a chance for a wave 2 to add on to it 62%. So maybe this is some sort of flat happening here. We don't know what's happening in here. I admit it. I can't predict everything. We give our best probability. We got to move down. We took a little bit of profit. We hedged, and now we're retracing again. So did we finish our 2 yet? I don't know. Maybe this was an A, B, and we're getting a C wave up. Okay, so that's the bearish situation, and we continue lower into Friday. Friday should be very impulsive. It should be relentless on Friday to the downside. Or if we go to our alternate, it should be relentless to the upside. So big old, if this is a wave 1, which means it'd probably be an ending diagonal, or if this is a 1-2, 1-2 setup, that's very bullish. We got to give a confirmation above that 370. And if this is just making another 1-2 in here, setting up, and we don't get a new low, and Friday is super bullish and just relentless to the upside, I got to tell you, I got to start changing my mind, because we don't want to be on the wrong side of the chart. Got to start changing my mind, especially if it's confirmed above 370.44. All right, we could gap down tomorrow and just continue lower with all this volatility in here. We virtually moved nowhere now. After we moved up for a nice pop, moved down, and then back up, we virtually moved nowhere. So we have no new information to give you. Let's just feed off of tomorrow. Friday, if it's bullish, then it's probably going to follow through on Monday with being bullish. Same thing. If it's bearish, gaps down, continues, then we have our confirmation for a 5-wave move at least, at minimum, underneath here. Okay, so far we're at 3 waves. And that's all I can tell you right now. We don't know what's going to happen. We could be setting up for lower right now. You know, go to this daily time frame so you can see this from this point of view as well. We're in a big old possible falling or pennant, bull pennant. So we're holding the 20 simple moving average, but we're right into all of these other moving averages. So tough one. It's a if we close here, we have a nice reversal candle for the bulls, but you need follow through. And that's all I can tell you. If hedge. Today was super volatile. Nothing we can do about that. it's going to eat up new traders. It's going to, you know. So, all right, I'm going to get this video out. Thanks for joining us here at Option Center. Don't forget to like the video. Stick around. I'll as soon as new information comes out, I'll make another video.